Do you smell what the Rocco is cooking?
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rocco's Modern Life. I mean, Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing Rocco, Street Chef. They are indeed a cooking creature. This card is very fun with cards that exile and allow you to play from exile. A Rocco Street Chef during your end step actually gives both players a card that they can play from exile. But if either player plays a card from exile, then you get to make a food and put a +1/+1 counter. Rocco is very indiscriminatory when it comes to who they feed, but we'll always reap the rewards. We're going to get some more food, we're going to get some +1/+1 counters, and we're going to get big. There's some cards that work really, really well with Rocco, but before I talk about them, I want to say thank you to TheMayorEmanuel. This is actually their deck. I made some slight changes to it, but this started as a deck submission, and my compliments to the chef. That is the name of the deck because it is TheMayorEmanuel's deck. So Rocco works great with cards that let you play cards from exile, like you find some prisoners, Direfleet Daredevil, Magmatic Channeler. There's tons of cards like that that are essentially impulse draws. Some of them are very big, like Escape to the Wilds or Showdown of the Skulls, and some of them are much smaller, like these 2-drops you see here. We also have some cards that exile the cards in your opponent's hand, so they have to cast them from there, like Elite Spellbinder or Invasion of Gobakon. We also have some battles like Invasion and Invasion of Zendikar here because when they transform, you actually cast them from exile. You're seeing there's a lot going on here. We have a little bit of Cascade in the form of Throes of Chaos, and since cascading casts from exile, we also have something that cares about exiling cards, Lelia, Blade Reforged. She gets absolutely massive whenever you use Cascade because she checks each card that gets exiled, and she cares about Rocco's trigger, and she cares about pretty much everything else in this deck. Now we're making all that food. What do we do with that food? Well, we feed it to wolves, of course. Wicked Wolf can get huge and indestructible off that food. We also have Inspiring Statuary, so we can tap our food to cast our spells. We can also sacrifice those to Indomitable Creativity, destroying our food to get permanents out of our deck. And, of course, we have Trail of Crumbs and Gilded Goose. And I guess we also have the Feasting Troll King. We've got the typical food-related cards. Now, I wish that we also had things like Asmore in Arena. We don't. That's fine. We've got Rocco instead, and we're going to make a feast and eat it too. So let's head into the queue and get cooking. Now, you might know CGB, but I guess Uber CGB is a different guy. This hand is okay. It does not have white mana, but it does have a Cultivate, which can get me white mana. Atraxa Praetor's Voice, our opponent's commander, is pretty scary. She proliferates, oftentimes proliferating planeswalkers, and is supported by a huge, huge slew of good cards in these colors. Right now, they don't have green, which I'll say thank goodness, because I am afraid of Atraxa coming out next turn. She might very, very soon. We ramp some more. We have an Arcane Signet maybe for next turn. Rada. Mountains. Any Planeswalkers? Ugh! Of all the Planeswalkers, why does it have to be Teferi? Sadly, I cannot kill the Teferi. I can Warcrafting and bring him down to 1, but this does not kill the man. And because of the way that this Teferi is worded, I can't do something like cast Surge of Salvation in order to protect myself. They'll be able to bounce, and I accept this. Veil of Summer. Okay, well, good news, that's a dud card. They should be thanking me for taking that out of their deck. Veil of Summer, completely useless in this matchup, because no blue, no black, no counter spells. It's all good. Teferi does the thing of bouncing and then getting proliferated by Atraxa. Now, I do have the opportunity here to use the Warcrafting on either Atraxa or on Teferi. I think it's best for me to hit Teferi. We got a Giant Killer. Oh my gosh, yes, please. We just got a classic 2-for-1. No Atraxa, no problem. Rocco's in hand like, wait, what about me? Aren't I a part of this? You will be. Just wait a little bit. We could wait to recast this Giant Killer, waiting until Rocco's out. That would get me an extra food and a +1/+1 counter, but I'm just going to get it on the battlefield. It lets me tap stuff down, which could be really nice. They're cracking their own Fabled Passage. White mana. They could recast Atraxa. Or they could wait until they have, like, Planeswalkers. Because Planeswalker's good. Planeswalker's good for them, not for me. Oh, a brand new Planeswalker! Wrenn and Realmbreaker! Lets them animate lands, mill things, and get permanents into play. And then eventually try to get to that ultimate ability. This is very much a Planeswalker that you can just try to ult. Wrenn and Realmbreaker is pretty scary because of that very good, fairly easy to get ultimate ability. This is hexproof, so I can't tap it down. Get down Rada. Not a land on top of my library. Just a goose. A sweet, innocent goose. Pass the turn, we've got Surge of Salvation if we need it, giving ourselves some hexproof and preventing damage from black or red sources. Fertile Grasp! Okay, I guess I'll just use this now. Do not kill my Rada. I need that as a later snack. They just got a Seagate Restoration, which, if they play another land, will be castable. They could also just play this as a land. They did! Make Rocco bigger. Big Rocco, big Rocco, big Rocco! And it's all back in my hand. That's scary, because now Wrenn and Realmbreaker are at 6 loyalty. Nice. Do I have anything here with haste? The answer, no. I do have the potential to do Rocco, maybe some Kalis Kindling. We got this goose here. Or we just, like, risk it for the biscuits. Get as much stuff as we can out on the battlefield. Maybe hold open the Giant Killer to kill Atraxa again. Play Rahilda because we like Crime Wolves. I like Crime Wolf. Play Crime Wolf. Got a mountain. They got an experimental augury. Bad news! That means Wrenn is going to ult. Right now, their graveyard will become an extension of their hand. Lands and permanents can come back from their graveyard, which, by the way, does include their own Wrenn and Realmbreaker. So they could ult Wrenn and then replay her from the graveyard. It's kind of cool. I think it's a pretty powerful move. Or maybe they want to go for Teferi. I hate that guy. Fatal Push on my Crime Wolf. Aww. And here comes Teferi Time Raveler. Teferi, you bouncing? Rocco goes back to hand. Thanks, I hate it. I think it's almost time for some kindling. First thing, Rocco. Notably, if I kill Teferi, Teferi can come back. Every single turn. I accept this as truth. Still gonna blast Teferi here. Teferi can come back. You know what? Instead, let's just go for the goose attack. Feral geese in my area. There actually are a lot of very, very mean geese in my area. If you're in Boston, don't mess with the geese. They'll mess with you back. They said good game, which makes me very worried about whatever cards they happen to have. Then they said oops. Hello, maybe they didn't mean to press good game. I've definitely been there before. Rocco does Rocco things. We get a trigger. Tameo, Field Researcher, and General Pain in my butt.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
No. No. Oh. They just void rended. The important thing is that Rocco's not doing the thing. Alright, we got Young Pyromancer, Lightning Bolt. I like Lightning Bolts. Also like Lelia. Let's go for the blast. Playing out Rada. See if there's a land on top of my library. It is Invasion of Zendikar. We're going to swing in with both. That will get exiled. A mountain. And we invade! Rada can get bigger now. Spreading around the love since anything could get bounced back into my hand on any turn. Got some more of that red stuff. Because we could always use more red cards for Kayla's Kindling. Which is a ridiculous card, and... Inspiring Statuary, my beloved. Inspiring Statuary being the card that lets me tap my food to cast my spells. Well, as long as they're not artifact spells. I'm a big fan of this. Hi, Professor Onyx. Would you like to make me sacrifice my Lelia?
Welcome to Witherbloom College.
Ren and Realmbreaker coming down too.
I fight for every play.
2+. There goes Lelia.
Favorite parts. Watch the life essence fade.
They mill, they mill, they mill. And they did get 2 permanents. They got Elspeth Conquers Death and Sparta's Headquarters. Terror to Peaks or Electro Dominance here. 8. This. Alright. This looks good for me. Let's play a land. Let's get out an Inspiring Statuary. Let's see. 8, 9, 10. Something, something, something. Can we just do 16? Perfect. I don't even need to attack. Die, Atraxa! Behold! A free monkey! Good game. Donkey Punch is playing Burgie, God of Storytelling. She's not just the God of Storytelling, she's also the God of Storm. Burgie very often used as a Storm commander because she makes mana whenever you're spending that mana. So you end up with mo mana, mo fun. Burgie, also a pretty sweet card if you're going for the backside. Harnfell lets you discard to play cards from exile, which is the sort of thing that goes well in a Rocco deck. I think a lot of Burgie decks have been replaced with the new Urabrask. R.I.P. Llanowar Elf. I was really hoping that we would get to go for turn 2 Celestis there. Didn't get there, that's fine. Reckless Fireweaver, making it so whenever our food enters the battlefield, we deal a damage. So this Reckless Fireweaver, by the way, I want to point out that it does say each on it. It's dead now, but I have actually seen tables killed all at the same time with Reckless Fireweaver in Paper Magic. Because if you're making 20 treasures, you're dealing 40 damage or 20 damage to each person, maybe up to 60 total. Good monkey. Monkey got dashed. I want to just go for Rocco. Let's go Rada first. Hello, Feasting Troll King. Burgie's in play. If they want to cast a Ragavan, they'll be getting a refund. Nice, Scrapwork Mutt. Same thing, they get a refund. They can also discard and draw. They discarded a Faceless Haven. They got enough money. They don't want to play it? Nope, the mana is going towards Faithless Looting instead. They draw 2, they discard 2. Where are you putting all those resources? Where are you putting all those resources? They drop a Tormenting Voice and Ox of Agonis, who can be escaped from the graveyard. Monkey, monkey, monkey! They now have creatures. Many creatures. A multitude of creatures. I'm going to play Branch Loft. I know what's on top of my deck. It's this Surge of Salvation, which is pretty good against them specifically. So I think we're going to get Rocco out here. I am giving additional card advantage to my opponent. But I have Surge here. And Surge also lets me grow one of my creatures. Since they're a mono red deck, all of their sources, except for some artifact sources, are going to be red. This, for example, colorless. Here he's warcrafting. Here comes the Surge of Salvation. We'll make Rada grow. This will be a better blocker against Fergie. The spell doesn't even resolve since the Hexproof is a part of this. Here comes Felden. And a Scrapwork Mutt and Felden are coming in. I will deal exactly 2 to Felden, 4 to the Scrapwork Mutt. Two top cards of their deck are Thrill Possibility and Unholy Heat. They can play those on their next turn. Or mine. I don't know. Did they play a land yet this turn? They did not. So if they want to throw down a land, they could. You can only play one of those. Okay, we've got Loran's Escape on top of the library. I'm actually going to start with Lelia. We will exile that top card of my deck. I was trying to find lands so we could play them with Rada. And we could actually scry here just to try and find a land. I'm like thinking they've got Unholy Heat, so I think we just hold open the Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Nice, there's a land. So we would have seen a land, but it would have come in tapped. So we wouldn't have been able to protect our creatures. Looks like they're starting with Lord's Fury. Rocco, grow! You want to hit that Unholy Heat? I see you also are an enjoyer of playing things from exile. Unholy Heat, currently dealing 4 damage. Oh, but you cast it from exile! So Rocco's actually got 5 toughness now. This, by the way, if you're wondering why didn't Unholy Heat deal 6, the answer is because this is a nerfed version of Unholy Heat for Alchemy. Would have needed to be the first one they said. Oh, a Grape Shot? Some hot grapes. So Grape Shot, one of the big storm payoffs. We gotta wait until they target with all of them. And then I think we're gonna stay safe with some safekeeping. Okay, Lelia takes 1. And I'll just blank these. Wonder if they can... Yeah, they can bring out Ox of Agonis. Nice. So now we have an indestructible hexproof Rocco. They've got 4 mana. Unearth is an ability, not a cast, so it doesn't work for Burgee continuing to get mana. But yeah, they could definitely bring out the Ox. Their hand is completely empty right now. A good monkey. It's a really good monkey. I love Ragavan. I love Ragavan so much. I know this card is such a menace. But it's a menace I love. Ox of Agonis, exiling 8 cards from the graveyard. It's a lot of cards. But it comes into play, gets a +1/+1 counter, and draws them 3 fresh cards. And they're going to play with fire, dealing 2 damage to Lelia. And a Faithless Looting. Digging probably for 1 more 1-mana burn spell if they don't already have one. And a 1, 2 cards in hand. And they ran out of juice. Get that mountain out here. Invasion of Zendikar. Do I want Invasion of Zendikar? Yes. Lelia. Swing in. And trade with the Ox of Agonis. And now we ramp. I'll just grab some more green stuff because we've got this Feasting Troll King. Troll King, by the way, this, if we get it discarded, we can just cheat it into play by sacrificing food. Something that's really nice with Rocco. But also, we can just cast it. Makes more food for us. Seems great. Are you casting things from exile? I can't even see what they are. I think one of them was roiling? Okay, I need to see what's targeting who. Okay, roiling vortex. There we go. So, this means that if we cast a spell for free, we're gonna take 5 damage. So let's not cast anything for free. We're gonna spend mana on our spells. They can also deny me life gain, which is relevant in case I'm trying to eat food. Gringus and Steamkin and Fergie are all very, very cool because they generate infinite mana together. But they don't have enough spells to actually get the Ox of Agonis out of the graveyard and draw more. But they have that set up for a future turn. Which means we have to go fast. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta do it. We gotta do the thing. If I play this, I get more food. Big boy. Wait a minute. It didn't leave my green up. Oh, no, I just overtapped. I spent too much mana. I got excited. Paradise Druid. And I'm going to attack. You know what? Rada can go there. Rocco can go here. Want to, we could use Celestis to loot this. Yep. I want to put some pressure on here. No more monkeys jumping on the bed. Once Fergie's dead, might have this nice opportunity here. Oh, no, they're going for indestructible on them. Well, okay. You know what that lets me do? Eat food. Because I can gain life. There's an Alpine Meadow, Arcane Signet, and an Abrade. So they could abrade my Celestis. Now I'd say what it's all about is what they get off their little Grinning Ingus mana burn, or mana pile. I'll make my Paradise Druid a little better, sure. Ox of Agonis. Ready to rumble. They've got enough in the graveyard now? No, they don't. It's still only 7 other cards. They need 1 more card in their graveyard. Yes, you can make all the mana you want. Probably gonna bring this up to 4, just to kind of bank the mana on the Runaway Steamkin. They're attacking in here because they want Fergie to die so they can exile it, I think. Maybe not. Alright. You got a Wicked Wolf on top of the deck. That's a good doggy. Sadly, it's going to stay on top of the deck for right now. We're just gonna swing in, though. Maybe they'll, let me keep my pieces here. You're gonna let Ingus die? How big do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 12 is number big. Let's go. Nice little lethal swing here off Rada and Rocco. GG Fergie. Riel, the Everwise. Riel is about discarding cards to draw more cards. Very often played with things that care about the number of cards you've drawn or the number of cards in your hand. Riel's very strong and gets stronger with the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard. So I expect to see a big, chunky Riel during this game. This is a very keepable hand, by the way. It's got all the mana we could need, and bonus, we've also got Chandra here. I don't have a lot of red mana, only the Celestis, but we'll find it. We'll get there. I believe in me. Faithless looting. Ooh, starting out. Discarding and drawing already before they even get Riel on the battlefield. Probably gonna put some spells they don't really want right now into the graveyard. Or spells they can recast later. Nice! Found some more red mana. That lets me play the Magmatic Channeler. It's a 1/3. It'll become a 4/4 if I get instants and sorceries in my graveyard. The Celestis. I've got a Celestis too, but I kind of want to go for Rocco. I'll go for Rocco. Swing in with the Channeler, because why not? And what do we got here? A Rockfall Veil for me, and a Forgotten Cave for them. They won't be able to cycle this, so no discard and draw, but they can still play it. And hey, I mean, that's free mana. Still free mana. You wouldn't kill Rocco. They're just a little... okay. They don't want Rocco to live. They say, I know how dangerous your food is. Maybe they're on a diet. I understand. Let's go ahead and get out Chandra. I'm gonna swing in. I could just deal 2 damage, or I could light up the stage. I'll go for light up the stage. See what we hit here. I found Loran's Escape and Invasion of Zendikar. Seems fine. Got Ramp. We got Protection. Six mana now on the opponent's side of the board. I would not be surprised to see Chandra killed. Hmm. 3 power. They could reduce that power if they'd like to use some flashback, exile some cards from their graveyard. It would be fine. Got Surge of Salvation. That could also protect us from some of that red stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get some mana. And use that for these. We'll start with the Plains in my hand. Celestis. The Celestis like the rest of us. Invasion of Zendikar. Gotta go ramp. And a Stifle. Really? Surge of Salvation and Loran's Escape do not stop that. But since Loran's Escape is going to be leaving at the end of turn, I'm actually going to use it on the Magmatic Channeler just to scry. I don't think I really want Invasion of Kaldheim here, so I'll throw it to the bottom. That's also another instant or sorcery in my graveyard, since Magmatic Channeler does care about that. Who stifles a battle? Our opponent stifles a battle. Very rude. I'd love to protect Chandra, but I don't know if I want to be blocking with this Channeler right now. Zmari Command. They might be forcing my hand, though. They're dealing 2, drawing 2, discarding 2, and then drawing 2 more because that's what Riel does. Madness! Enough to destroy a Channeler! Only I had held up my white mana. We could have had our Surge of Salvation protect us from all this.
You will be a pile of ashes!
1 loyalty remains. 7 damage to my fakes. I take it. My turn, my move. Once again, getting some of that good red stuff. I'm gonna get out Oracle of Mul Daya, look for a land on top, fail to find a land on top. Use the Channeler here to drop Cleansing Nova. Showdown of the Scalds or Llanowar Elves. We can see there's a Throes of Chaos on top of the deck, so I'm gonna go for Showdown of the Scalds, trying to get even deeper. I'm looking for lands for the Oracle of Mul Daya. But wait, it's negate! Riel gets bigger, and I am denied the value I crave. Iteration's going to show them 3 cards. They get to pick 2, 1 for their hand, 1 for exile. And the last one goes back to the bottom of the deck. Card draw. Do love a little card draw. Change of Fortune. Ooh, they're wheeling! It's a wheelie big wheel. What did you drop? Oh, island, island, and island. Very exciting. Change of Fortune, though. Bringing Riel up to 10 damage. And I feel like they're going to be aiming that at my face. Nope, they're going for Chandra this time. Okay. Okay.
Guess you don't need me anymore.
Bye, Chandra. I love you. You're the best. But I really want lands. Lands? What's even the point? What's even the point? Where's even my lands? Throes of Chaos. Manipulate the top of my deck with a bit of Cascade. This will just get me whatever 3, 2, or 1 drop I find next. Statuary's a good one. And look, a land! I love a land. I love a good land. Also, once this resolves, goes into the graveyard, and now the Channeler is a 4/4. Lands, lands, glorious lands! You wouldn't touch my stuff. Would you? That's right. This is mine. Awakened Skyclave, coming on out. Gives me 1 extra mana if I'd like to cast, I don't know, Kayla's Kindling maybe. Escape to the Wilds. I feel like the smart thing is to just stay back and have the Surge of Salvation ready. But also, like, I really want to cast cards and play things. Nope. Alright. We're going to be responsible adults. And I'm not going to play Rocco. Even though I really want to. Or Escape to the Wilds. Okay, let's Kindling. There's also a chance, by the way, on Escape to the Wilds that we would have gotten another white source. So we still would have been able to hold it up. Not guaranteed. Ooh, they're thirsty. I'm thirsty too. I got it. Thirst for Meaning, draws and discards. I don't think they have many enchantments in their deck. There's probably a few. Possibly the one that, like, every time you draw 8 cards, you can make an 8/8. Riel getting extra thick. An 11/3 now. I don't have a lot of discipline. When it comes to playing Magic, I'm very much driven by, ooh, I wonder what this button does. Button is usually it plays the card. Oh, Lightning Bolt. I let the Lightning Bolt resolve since it's not enough to kill the Awakened Skyclave. And in response to the Unholy Heat, we're going to use a Surge of Salvation. They have countered it! Oh no! Up to 14 damage on that Riel. And since my spell was countered, I don't get the free block here. I'm taking it! Yes! I'll go to 4. Because I believe in the heart of the cards. Even though maybe I shouldn't. I still do. And I always will. Escape to the wilds. Improvised. Looking good, looking good. I'm gonna throw down one of these lands, then Rocco. Ah, there we go. Land. Land. Make some food. What did I already play enough? That's fine. We've got our chop here. Chop! Make Rocco grow. We chop, and it gives us food. We're in the kitchen, cutting up the veggies. They do have 2 mana up. I actually thought they had 1. I couldn't see this from below the little leaf there. It's lightning! Real lightning! Okay. If they have some more direct burn, they could definitely kill me. That was Wizard's Lightning. That could have gone for my face. It didn't. Keeping both of you back. It's only 4. Could it be a Bane Fire that finishes me off? Maybe an Expansion Explosion? That feels up the alley for Riel. Rocco's about to start feasting with them casting from exile here. Gonna make Rocco bigger. Still 4 life. We have food we can eat. We cannot tap it and eat it, but we can eat it next turn once we untap. I'm very suspicious of if I'm going to live through the end of this turn. Hello, opponent. Oh, smashing. We have no creatures. And that's fine. Because I believe in the heart of the cards. I can get Rocco down. I am going to tap 2 of these. You know what? Go for 3. I've got more mana. Play the land. Get a food. Valakut Exploration. Don't actually want to tap that food. Not yet. Giant Killer. We don't have a target for the war crafting other than our own creature, which I don't really want to do. We could Cultivate. We could have this Elvish Mystic. Or I could just, like, chill. I could eat some food. So we're going to sit here and wait. So we can eat. Hey, remember how I said I think that they have an Expansion Explosion in their deck? We found it. We found it, and they can cast it. For a little bit of damage. Looks like they're not looking to cast it right now. Maybe they want to copy a spell. I can currently eat 2 food. 2. Are you hungry, Riel? You want some snacks? Unexpected windfall. Okay, while they are mostly tapped out, I'm eating. I'm eating. It's just the wind. It's fine. I'm gonna put Rocco back in the hand. It's fine. Rocco only costs 3 mana. Make our giant killer a little bigger. Go back to hand. Just an 18-3, no big deal. Maybe they've got a fling. They've got 2 Treasure here. That is enough to counter Rocco. Memory Lapse, putting on top of my library. It's actually fine. If I wanted to draw it again, I'm just going to put it back into the command zone, though. Alright, they return. Jetbear's Garden there. We're going to cultivate. Great, more lands. Tap one of you. Make a food, eat that food. Pay the 1. Invasion of Gobakhan. This is going to show me what is in your hand. Hey! That's a lot of stuff, actually. Turns out the answer was a lot of stuff. Hmm. Three, 4, 5. Just Mystic. You wanna block? No? Cool. They'd be able to tails end my tapping their thing. So now we can protect. This can be sacrificed to give creatures hexproof and indestructible, which is good for blocking and not being dead. Sort of body and mind. Protecting from green and blue. That's why I was attacking with the Elvish Mystic here. Swinging in. We will block. Kind of surprised they didn't go for anything else. Just holding up that mana. I'm ready to throw down. Arcane Bombardment. No, they want to get everything from their graveyard and start recasting. It's going to be random, though. They do have this counter magic up the tail's end. Let's see what we find on Kayla's Kindling. Crackle with power, huh? So we know about the tail's end. I feel like I have enough for this. Let's do it. We know about the tail's end. What else you got? Because that is 25 damage coming to your face. Hold from tomorrow. Okay, this triggers Arcane Bombardment. What did it exile? I got Expressive Iteration. It could have hit Memory Lapse. It didn't. It didn't. Iteration. Gonna let them see some cards. But I don't think that they can counter this for free. That's gonna be a good game. Love to see it. GG, Riel. Mr. Dutch 420's playing Atali Primal Conqueror. It's a dinosaur. We love dinosaurs here. This hand does not have red mana. And yet, I feel compelled to keep it. Because we have one of my favorite cards in this deck, Inspiring Sanctuary. Also, I guess we just are the superior drawers. We're so good at drawing, we can just manifest red mana off the top of our library. And we're gonna watch as our opponent probably ramps some more, because that's what you do with Atali. I could use Ren's Resolve here, or I could just wait for Rocco. I'll use Ren's Resolve, see what we get. Alright, cool. We got a land and a Rahilda. Both of those can be used next turn. 3 mana. Amazed that they haven't ramped yet. Topiary Stomper, the rampening begins! They're gonna get a basic land out of our library, put it into play. We play a Plains, and Rahilda, and Mox Amber. Just so, you know, we have 2 mana up. We're not actually using it right now, but we have it. Hello, yes, I am Rahilda. How are you? Would you like me to do crime, werewolf crime on you? You're currently 2 mana off from Atali. That's not very far for them to go, though. And it'll be pretty fun if they manage to... Ooh, they're using Darkstrain Rampage to ramp. It'll be pretty fun if they manage to get things out of exile, which triggers Rocco, which is good for us. We'll get our green mana out. Rocco, Street Chef. Swinging in with Rahilda. Exiling Cavalier of Thorns. We can't actually use it. And we're chilling. Revive and we're hanging. All 3, maybe more. They've got to 7. And here comes Atali! Now, Atali is going to be exiling and casting, which Rocco loves. Tameo's safekeeping an indestructible dinosaur and a guardian idol for this turn. I think I'll make Rahilda bigger since she is first striking and might be able to beat one of these dinosaurs in a fight. I am letting them swing in kind of for free with this Topiary Stomper this turn, but it has indestructible anyway. That's fine with me. Oh look, I could eat a food. But I have Inspiring Sanctuary, so I won't. Even though I really want to. I won't. Get this Inspiring Statuary out and start inspiring. Let's go with Throes of Chaos to begin. Tap, tap, tap. No, I'm trying to tap. Trying to tap. There we go. A free Arcane Signet. Don't mind if I do. Make Rahilda grow. Make her extra chunky. Want to cast Throws from Chaos again? We'll go with something a little more predictable. Let's go with something less predictable. More chaos! Discarding one of my lands. Light up the stage. Shows us more cards in exile. Make Rahilda grow. We can play Trail of Crumbs, so let's play Trail of Crumbs. More food, more fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crime Wolf, go. They want to do crime again with their dinosaur, their Crimesaur. And we'll let them. Rocco's just out here cooking, having a good time. Would you like to cast Atali again and do more dino crime? Also, I see a lightning strike there. Atali, what do you find? It was Soul Partition, which lets them exile something. I can recast it, but it will still be exiled. And Invasion of Zendikar. Invasion of Zendikar ramps. Two lands. Rahilda is now in exile, where she can't be recast, and will trigger Rocco on that recast, which I love. Good for us. I kind of want to do stealing, too. But first, food. Make Rocco nice and big. Come on. I need the cards. Click on the lands! Thank you. I love it's just like, I am struggling here. Let me click you. 2, 3. Perfect. Could destroy that guardian idol, or we could steal. Or we could steal. You know what? Change plans. Let's see what they have in their hand, because they might be having something scary. Nissa, beans. Okay. I mean, a little scary. I'll make Nissa go off to the side since she's big. And also makes Atali really easy to flip. I do want to make sure I have 3 mana open for Teferi's Protection. That should be easy enough to do. Let's destroy that Guardian Idol. Have a food. Rocco is going to be bigger than Atali, which is very regular and very normal. Chaos. There's a card exploding outside. Gee. We cascade and find the Celestis! Rocco loves this! I can make Rahilda bigger now. I've got enough on that kindling. Still hold up to Teferi's Protection. Just gonna do 2 damage to your face. And then I'm going to sit here. Oh, never mind. I don't, because I cast this from hand. I only have 2 mana up. Thankfully, we do know what most of their cards are. They've got that Volcanic Spite. They might want to use that, so I can't take that Cavalier. Darkstrain Rampage would be a good target there. Where are you targeting? Rahilda? You made her too big. Now I can use Teferi's Protection! I forgot. Yeah, it's cast from exile, so we get to grow. Feels good. Feels real good. Arcane Signet. We all forgot. It's fine. Hi, Nissa. Make my Rahilda bigger, please. Thank you. Get more food. Soon Rahilda will again be the size of a dinosaur. People aren't used to there being an effect based on playing things from exile, which just tells me that more people need to be playing with Prosper. Because then you're like, ooh, I'm playing from exile. It's Prosper time. You sure did ramp. Gee. My turn. Unexpected Windfall. Electro Dominant. Ooh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lethal? I think we had a lethal Electro Dominance because of Inspiring Statuary and the 15 food. Good game, Atali. We sure did feast. He is big, he is green, he is Vorin collects. This hand is a little iffy. We do have some decent 2-drops here. We don't quite have enough mana for Rocco or any white mana, but I think that this is okay. I like the idea that I could steal a forest from them with you sign some prisoners, but overall, I think this is worth throwing back. Alright, we threw it back. We got a also just okay hand. Fewer things I can play right away, but hopefully we can make up for that with some tactical gaming. Let's grab another white source for that farewell. A Cold Steel Heart. Go ahead and grab another red source. Since we have got double red on Urabrask and Visions of Phyrexia. Got 4 mana. Llanowar Tribe. That is worth exiling since it taps for 3. It's 3 Llanowar Elves stapled together. Now, do we want to get out Rocco? Yeah, I want to get out Rocco. Let's go. There they are. Rocco Street Chef for me, giving a Nalfishni. I don't think I'll be able to play that. And for them, a Barrier Breach. Also not going to be playable. And they can't cycle it because it is in exile. Got some good choices for what I could play here. I just know I can't play this. I'm gonna go with Visions of Phyrexia. Visions of Phyrexia is going to exile a second card, and if I do not play the card that is exiled with this, I'll get a Power Stone. I get a Power Stone on the first turn, too. Ta-da! Rocco's getting bigger since we did exile a Guardian Project and they want to cast it. That'll give them card draw on creatures entering the battlefield. Okay, well, you know I can't resist the monkey. So I'm going to play the monkey. Gonna dash it out. Gotta go fast. I'll swing in with both. See what Ragavan steals. It was nothing. It was a land. But unfortunately, land doesn't do anything. We've got to light up the stage on discount here. Okay, I'll go for a discounted light up the stage. Some spectacle. Play the land that we found there. Get some more food. Make a Rocco grow. And I'll get out Magmatic Channeler. Ragavan will end up going back in hand. And let's see what we got. Oh, Llanowar Elves. Nice. I could currently eat a food using Power Stone and Treasure. Six more damage from Vorinclex. And then a Verdant Rejuvenation to follow up. They do have a 5-cost creature, so that would be pretty sweet. Oh, but looks like they just couldn't get to 8. So they had 6, 7. Didn't have an 8th mana, so Verdant Rejuvenation going to go away. They got Goraclaw, who discounts big boys. And Sumberwald Sage, who taps for lots of mana, but only for creatures. Creatures only! Reckless Fireweaver, gonna be my starting piece here. Make Rocco bigger than Vorinclex. Llanowar Elf. Rocco, I need you to get huge. Absolutely massive. This seems good. Oh, I put on full control mode, hoping to see what I got first and then step on the sage. Rocco, you've been, eating well, it seems. Oh, they're -2ing. They've got enough mana to cast most things, especially with Goreclaw's discount. Nice! Tyrannus Rex! Tyrannus Rex is a big, toxic creature. Has haste. Can get buffed even more by Goreclaw. It's like Silverback Elder. Able to destroy my various artifacts and enchantments. Pass to attackers. Y'all coming in? Looks like that's a no. Could be a no for me, dog. Hitting Vivian. And I have this board wipe in hand, which is very, very tempting to use. But I also have Indomitable Creativity. And oh my goodness, I would love to turn this food into something chaotic. I could also, like, I don't know, hit Goreclaw if I really wanted to with Silverback Elder. Turn those into a random creature in their deck. Make my monkey bigger. Yeah, let's go. There's the board wipe, which is the smart move. And then there's whatever this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Monkey, grow. They got a Thorn Mammoth, which is bad for me. And a Cityscape Leveler, which is bad for me. Sometimes you gotta roll them bones, though. Was it funny? Yes. Was it good? No. Not for me. I got a Giant Killer. I would have preferred to have that in hand so I could cast it. A Tireless Provisioner and a Paradise Druid. Yeah, I rolled the nat run and whoo, baby, they got the, maybe not nat 20, but a pretty high roll. This is fine. Right? Totally fine. Mm-hmm. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. It's good. It's good. Oh, cool Gigantosaurus. Okay, yep. It's a 10-10. We fighting? We're fighting. I will drop a plains here. Ooh, that statuary would have been real nice. I can't play it this turn, though. Hello? Cityscape Lover destroys Rocco, which gets rid of my ability to prevent trample damage. We will no longer have a big boy. Rocco returns to the command zone. I'm going to eat a food to make it look like I have something. I don't have very much. We'll throw you two in front of the elephant and you in front of the leveler. But that's very much a lethal swing. GG, had fun. Let's go, Vornclex. Up against another Atali, Primal Conqueror. I've got mana. And a Standard Skill Seeker. Ooh, that could be spicy. We got two things that trigger on artifacts entering the battlefield, and I want to make them go. This one helps me get land, and this one deals damage to my opponent's face. Let's lead. Terran Steel Seeker. Atali probably will have some low to the ground burn, but mostly ramp. And then after the ramp, big cool stuff. All right, a Narcomancer, discounting things for them. Here comes the Signet. Courage Protection. It's not a land. Put it in the trash. Hello, Stern Seal Seeker. Don't mind me just putting things in my graveyard. Gwenna taps for 2, so that's cost 6, and I think they can get it out next turn, which means that this is a very good time for me to get Rocco into play. Rocco, protect me! Copperline Gorge comes in tapped. Rockwell Voil comes in untapped. Here comes Atali. So Atali is going to exile cards, which is good for us, because if they cast from exile, we get a trigger from Rocco. And if they happen to hit removal, we have Tamio's safekeeping, so we can protect ourselves. Oh no, they just hit ramp! Make Reckless Fireweaver bigger. Triggers happen. Reveal it, yes! Inspiring Statuary. Just gonna keep that on top. You know, because I like being able to tap my artifacts. Cast silly spells. Let's go ahead and play Inspiring Statuary. Ooh, they have a Beside You! As much as I would like a land, I must protect. This is a pretty good part of my game plan. Feasting Troll King. I'm gonna put that into the graveyard because we can bring it back with food. I think I accidentally might have targeted Gwenna. No, that was Gwenna untapping from this. Oh, Monkey! I love Monkey. Sacrifice some of this food. Or Invasion of Cloud, I'm first. Get the monkey. I know what I crave. It's monkeys. Play Ragavan. It's a good run. Sacrifice 3 food. And we have taken game actions this turn. We exile an Elite Spellbinder. Nice. And they have a Selvala. Nice. Taps for tons and tons of mana. Shia. Going to turn all of these into lands. Make the Troll King bigger. Get our triggers. Make them do the thing. And it looks like our opponent is giving up because maybe it's the board wipe. They can see this board wipe, by the way. Maybe it's the Spellbinder. Maybe it's the Inspiring Statuary and the fact that we're going to keep recasting this Feasting Troll King. I don't know, but they're not here for it. And I guess that's enough to make them leave. Good game, Atali. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe their pizza came. I feel like It was a good game, though. Playing up against a Cascader. Emote, Celebrant of Bounty. I've got some nice cards here. I think this is keepable, though we don't quite have enough mana for Rocco. We've got lots of ways to find that mana. So Emote, Celebrant of Bounty. Also, wait a minute, we just got the land anyway. Emote is a Naga Druid who cascades herself, and whenever you cast other things that are big and chunky and cost a lot of mana, also causes more cascade. Let's start ramp and get this Elvish Mystic out here. This means that there's going to be a lot of ramp on the low end, especially things that cost like 3, maybe mana rocks, cultivates, things like that. And then some big, scary green creatures. There's also very likely going to be some large blue spells and protective blue spells like counter spells in their deck. We've got 3 mana. We could go for Rocco right now. Just get started. See what we exile. A Gilded Lotus. They will be able to play that this turn if they would like. Gilded Lotus coming out. I will make my Rocco grow. And we get food. We've got Gwenna. So they're super duper ramped right now. I'm going to get my Inspiring Statuary out because this is just a huge card for this deck. Play Elite Spellbinder. Tap, tap. Make Rocco grow. We're going to see what they have in their hand. River's Rebuke, Huntmaster, Invasion of Zendikar, and Naya. I'll tax the Rebuke, but they'll still probably be able to get this out here, and that makes me a little bummed because, you know, I don't want all my permanents thrown back into my hand. I worked hard to put those onto the battlefield. Starting with Emote. Emote cascades and hits. Vastwood Surge, that's ramp. But it's ramp that gets cast from exile, which means that we can use it to make our monsters grow. I also see that I have a Nissa here. That's the card that Rocco put into exile. There's a good chance that they'll want to go for that. Tublower's Huntmaster again triggers Emote and untaps Gwenna. This is going to come with 2 wolves, and a Woo. Make my Spellbinder grow. And currently it looks like we might be going for an all modes, destroying all of our love and friendship to clear out this board. We've got this Farewell ready to rumble, and I can technically just tap 2 lands for it and use the rest. But I would be hitting artifacts, which means we'd be setting ourselves back a little bit. Before that happens, let's go ahead and use up some of this mana. We're gonna go ahead and tap our food. Yum, yum. Get some more of that good green stuff. Green for you, green for me. We also do have a way to destroy, right? No, we only have impulse draws here. I want to just swing in with our Spellbinder and get done. Doesn't matter if we make our food before or after, since the food will go away. Sadly, Lorraine's Escape will not prevent any board wiping. We're going to hit all modes. Tap, tap, tap. And Rocco's like, oh, let him cook. We did let them cook. And then vanish, like a ghost. There goes that Nissa. She's gone. And Emote returns. Cascading into, looks like a mana rock. Yep, Guardian Idol. There's nothing in the graveyard for me to exile, so Direfleet Daredevil's not going to do much. We could go for Rocco and just chill. Yeah, Rocco and chill. We've got our Lorraine's Escape. In case they want to, I don't know, swing at me or maybe a battle. I see that Invasion of Zendikar. Cityscape Leveler! Ooh! Indestructible, please. Thank you. This will also trigger Emote. The cascade will happen. I'm actually very, very happy with the land there. I got another mana rock. Cold Steel Heart. Rocco grows. We can play this branch off pathway here. But I want to start by getting out Reckless Fireweaver, so we'll be pinging them. Friends Resolve. See what we can find here. Found our own Invasion of Zendikar. And Invasion of Gobakhan. Gotta get that ping on. Didn't find removal for the Cityscape Leveler, though, which is hard. Old Gnawbone, eh? Make Old Gnawbone even harder to cast. Not like you can't just cast all this stuff anyway. And Rocco exiles a Signet for me and Selvala for them. I'm trying to spread the love between these creatures because of Cityscape Leveler. And a River's Rebuke. Everything's gonna go back into hand. But first, Cascade. I love how I have all this food that's just about to get washed away in a river. They are down to 11. Go to hand. The invasion goes back too. Nice. Cityscape Leveler. Would you like to destroy something? No, because I don't have anything. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, monkey. I do have enough mana for this. Direfleet Daredevil. River's Rebuke. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. You wanna bounce all my stuff? I'm gonna bounce all your stuff. And they will be able to get the Enter the Battlefield again, or not the Enter the Battle, the On Cast again for this. Ooh, Immortal Sun. So, notably, they do have a Cura out here, and they did not activate it first to untap a land. They won't be able to activate her because they have an Immortal Sun out, but their spells are going to cost less, and their creatures are going to get bigger, and they're going to draw more cards every turn. Very daring play. They also took an extra turn in there. Where was that? Time Warp right there. So it all untaps. Let you cascade into a Paradox Engine. Disgusting. Thankfully, their main mana rock, the Selvala, does have Summoning Sickness right now. Unfortunate news, though, that is a Paradox Engine. And it's being used to untap this Guardian Idol and soon that Cold Steel Heart. So they are going off. Tito boy! Got so many cards. And they all keep untapping! Invasion of Zendikar gets them 2 more lands. And any damage they deal to my face with the creature will get them treasures, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vorinclex gonna grab some more lands from their deck. Now imagine if Selvala didn't have Summoning Sickness during all this. This turn would have gone forever. Elvish Rejuvenator again gets them lands. Drawing a card off the Bonder's Enclave. I don't think they'll attack into my first striker. That would be a weird choice. But unfortunately, I don't really see a way out. I have one more board wipe in this deck. We can see if we happen to hit it. We do not. So have a Rocco. Have a Mountain. I suppose I can bounce your Paradox Engine back into hand. It doesn't do very much. Barely slows you down. And then we will play everybody's favorite monkey. That's my turn! Hit them with a nice little GG. We get popped. I guess they don't want to deal lethal damage. They definitely had it. I see. They want to do lethal damage purely with old Gnawbone. Thank you for putting things in exile, I think. We draw a card. They take an extra turn. And old Gnawbone's the girl boss dragon herself. Swing in for the final 6. And we die. GG Emoti. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you so much to TheMayorEmanuel for this deck list. This was a deck submission on my stream, which is where you can catch me playing Magic every single day live. That's twitch.tv/Amazonian. It's where I play tons of Magic. You can submit decks if you earn enough channel points. Those are apple cores because I do eat the whole apple. And we get to have a lot of fun. There's been a lot of great deck submissions recently, and we get to take them into the queue and have a lot of fun with them. And I don't know, maybe if I love them enough, they might end up in a video like this one. Thank you again so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.